Well, the one after the turn of the century, we never run out of water. This one, we've been without water in all the dams for 12 months. So we just got the ball going, had a chat, hopping around polypod line. In the turn of the century, we lost big mobs. This time we didn't lose quite near as many. Got a lot more stock because the Ludwig fiasco.
I've only been here about 20 years. This is probably about the third drought, I think, in that time. And this would have to be the worst one since I've been here. But we're still surviving better than what we have in those earlier droughts because of the work that they've put into the infrastructure. Well, we've had 1.5 inches back in 2 weeks ago, so the place is looking quite fresh at the moment. There was a month before we had 1.5 inches, and I don't think there was anything then since the early in the year, but the showers, the storms that we had early last year didn't fall very well. They didn't put any water in the dams. There have been no real good storms since Christmas before last. What is it? Christmas 2012? I think a lot of people are finding this one quite stressful, I think. Because they're running out of grass, they're running out of water. I know some people are actually having to cart water. Heaven forbid if we had to cart water because I have no idea where we'd cart it from. It's hard enough pumping constantly. That bore is going 24/7. If that pump breaks down, that's a bit of a whoa, because that's pumping the whole place. It's 87,000 acres.
I think a few of them are about ready to chuck it in. Yeah, I'm not, but I think a few of them are ready to chuck it in themselves when it rains, try and get out of it. Oh, I don't like drought. I don't like to see cattle bloody starving, but it's just part of life, eh? I've been here 30 years and I've been through a few of them. Always rains after a drought.
It's heart-wrenching, but that's droughts. I mean, they're actually better this drought than what they were in the past one, and much better than what they were in the one before that, because there are now a lot more waters further out. The pastures are a lot better because the cattle are better spread. The trick is don't overstock when the good seasons are on.
I put in for the water rebate thing, the 20 grand or whatever it was, but I haven't heard nothing about it. I don't know what happened over that. It got approved, so I suppose it'll come through. The government helped. It's not sweet bugger all, eh? It's on there and then it gets cut off. And if you rely on that, you're going to go bust. All wants a decent price for the cattle. And their costs are skyrocketing. Like the fuel, every time the government wants a few bob, they puts the fuel up because that puts freight up and everything goes up. And then your costs are out going to what we're getting for our cattle.
Where's the government going to get all this money from? They don't have an endless supply either. And there's a lot of us in trouble at the moment. I think the best thing they can do is to ensure that we have respectable prices in the good seasons and markets.
Here in the north, we rely on the live export, puts the floor on the market. An old Joe bloody jerked the live export. We're stuck with a mob of cattle because they bloody domestic market dropped 20 cents overnight and hung on to them hoping she'd pick up. Well, then we run into the drought.
I don't think you'd live on the land without hope. How could you? You're hoping that it'll rain. You hope that you'll get a decent season. You hope that the cattle will all have calves. You hope that the dingoes won't eat the calves. You hope that you can find the dingoes before they find the calves. You hope that you'll get good prices. It's all hope, isn't it?